this is gonna like really, really put Ghana on the map, especially if people are willing to kind of move into that direction. And then he talked about no kiosks. What? But I know there is going to be a knock-on effect for the locals, especially it should be up to the next government to continue that project, that project, you know. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so today I'm smiling like this because I saw a video yesterday of the president who made a really important announcement. I was actually listening to it from my partner who was watching it, and I was like, what? I need to see this. I need to like know some more. And so basically the president announced that there was going to be a new city, right? It's going to be a green city, a smart city. And I thought that was really interesting. So it kind of piqued my ears. So first of all, I want you guys to watch the video. So just watch the video here.
On just Accra. Accra will remain the capital, but we will move some of the government agencies and other critical offices out of Accra, you know, into the new city, so that with the kind of gridlock that is beginning to happen in Accra would ease. This will be a new city that would attract investment, it will attract tourism, it will be a smart city, it will have a modern drainage system, it will have good sanitation. There will be no kiosks and containers in that city. And people will not be hawking by the roadside in that city. If you want to sell anything, you sell in the market that is provided in the city. Now, all this that is happening here is not in isolation, because the city stretches from here, Dawa Industrial Park, including the Saglemi Housing Estate, through Bondasi Military Range, into Volta and Eastern regions. And so this will be the industrial enclave. And then there will be the residential enclave, there will be the enclave for offices, there will be the commercial district, there will be the financial district. And so it will be a very well laid out city. So everything that is happening here is being integrated into the green digital city that we have envisioned for our dear nation, Ghana. The feasibility study and the design for this city will begin by the end of this year. And the Minister of Finance is already making budgetary provision for the designs and feasibility studies.
Now, so you can see that he's got many great plans. Now, I really, really hope that this works, because this would actually be so good for Ghana. This is exactly what Ghana needs. If we can have a city that is planned out really, really well, as he says, it'll be great for investment, it'll be great for tourism, it'll be great for all those things. And especially will free up the traffic, because there are certain times that traffic in Accra is just horrendous. You'd rather not go, especially during December time. It gets absolutely crazy. And, you know, we always talk about it, how Accra is not the only place in Ghana. Accra is not Ghana, like there are many other places. So I'm glad that it's extending towards the Volta region, and it's going to be its own smart city. So while Accra will still remain the capital, you know, it's extending out. So they're going to be moving some of the government agencies and things like that. So if you have business there, you know, that's where you're going to have to travel to. So it will take traffic in another way, which is absolutely awesome. Now he talks about drainage systems. Oh my goodness. This is going to be so good for Ghana, because that will prevent flooding and all the other kinds of problems. Like if they can build this city from the ground up properly with the proper infrastructure, this is going to like really, really put Ghana on the map, especially if people are willing to kind of move into that direction. And it feels like this time that town planning has actually been done, from what he's saying. Now, let's hope that those things will be carried out. But it's really, really exciting to hear, because that is how town planning should be done, right? They're supposed to be designated areas for certain things in order for the place to flow properly, right? So you should have an area that is strictly industrial. So you have all your factories and things there. And then you should have an area that is for residential, right? The two shouldn't be mixed. But right now in Accra, everything is mixed. People just bought plots of land, decided decided to build a petrol station, decided to build a supermarket, decided to build a school, decided to build a residential. Like, it's a mishmash of stuff. And so it's hard for traffic to flow because everybody has business at different times of the day that cause traffic. And so it's not great. In Accra, it's not great. The town planning, you can see, like, even as an outsider who's never been to Accra before, you can immediately see that there is a flaw. There's no town planning. So the fact that they're going to create this new smart city and it's going to have town planning, which is done, that's amazing. And what's even better is that he's saying that it's going to start this year. I mean, we are in now, what, November? I mean, he says it's going to start this year. I don't know. I feel like that's optimistic, but hey, I don't know how long these plans have been in the works, so I'm not going to criticize that. We're all just going to wait and watch and see what happens, but it's definitely very, very exciting. It's very good news for Ghana. And I'm pretty sure there's some business opportunities in there. If you are in, certain fields within certain business areas, right? I'm sure that there's opportunities there if you look closely enough. I'm sure you can fully take advantage of what is going to be, as long as it goes in the way that it's supposed to go, So he talks about drainage systems, and then he talked about no kiosks. What? No kiosks? Oh my goodness. That means if there are no kiosks, right? I mean, okay, so I would say that it's a little bit of a toss-up. Now, kiosks, I feel, keep Ghana feeling like Ghana, right? Like, very, like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. But, it keeps Ghana, it gives this feel about Ghana because you have these people, like, selling things. But then it is good in the residential areas where, you have to... It's good if you want to pop down the road. There's a kiosk there. Go pick up your sugar, your milk, whatever it's easy like that. You don't have to go to a full-on supermarket. But he's going to create a special place for the market where people are supposed to sell, in terms of like hawkers and things like that. So you won't see hawkers outside. But again, we've become so used to having hawkers. Hawkers are the people that sell on the roadside, right? They just sell you random stuff that you never knew that you needed, type thing. So those people will not be allowed to sell in those areas. But the funny thing is, there are certain places in Accra that hawkers are not supposed to be, but they're still there. But anyway, that's just a side note. But yeah, so that would be really good. So in terms of the kiosks, so kiosks are not going to be, so I guess you're going to have a proper storefront, which is going to be more expensive for the local person who wants to come and perhaps take advantage of that side of the business, right? They're going to need capital investment, right, to be able to open up a proper storefront and sell their items, right, rather than a kiosk. And so that's going to leave room for investors that want to come and take that market, because they will have the capital or the investment capital to be able to do those things, right? Or maybe there's going to be designated. I don't know how it's going to work, but it sounds great. But I know there is going to be a knock-on effect for the locals, especially if exactly where he's talking about already has a community there already. Now, that's the part. I don't know if he is going to wipe what is already there and start afresh, or if it's like fresh land, like no one's there, and then start from the beginning. I don't know. So that'll be interesting to kind of see how that's going to sort of play out. So it could be a good and a bad thing for the locals. I think it's definitely going to be a good thing in terms of the diaspora and people that want to invest into the market. I think it's going to be good for them. I'm not just sure how it's going to affect the locals or what the feeling is going to be behind it. But hey, it's the president that's done it. So it's not a diasporan initiative, right? It's a government initiative. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how the whole thing is going to play out and how long it's going to take, because sometimes these things, they sound great on paper, and we see these things and we get really excited for them and like, yes, it's going to be amazing. I remember some time ago they said that they were going to move the airport to Pram Pram. That was probably there was talk of that when I first came to Ghana. I don't know what the plans are or what has happened to that. I don't know, but I know that some people started investing into that area because they thought that the airport was going to go there. Obviously, there is no airport there at the moment. I don't know if there's still plans on the book. I don't know. I mean, in this video, you can see he didn't give a timeline as to how long this project will take, because sometimes these things, this is the unfortunate thing about government in Ghana, is that sometimes they have these great plans, you know, year of roads and this, that, and the other. But then when it comes to implementation and another government takes over, they don't want to finish off that that project. They rather start something else. And so I hope that won't be the case. I believe that there should be policies that are put into place that once something has been started by a former government, it should be up to the next government to continue that project, that project, you know, just to see it to completion. Otherwise, we end up with so many things that have started and never get finished, right? We know how long it takes to build certain things. I mean, look at the flyovers that we've built. You know, it's taking years. And so, although this is not going to be an overnight project, especially from the sounds of how big it is, it's definitely going to be a good investment opportunity for people that are interested. I would say that if you are thinking about taking advantage of this in some way, definitely make sure you do your research. Like, you're going to need people who have their ear really to the ground to make sure that you don't waste your money and that it is going to be in the way that it says. Like I said, it sounds great on paper, and if it comes across, hey, I'm not knocking it, that will be wonderful. It will free up traffic, as he says. It will be like a whole new city. Like, people won't be in as rush to move to Accra. I need to be in Accra. I need to be in Accra. It won't be like that. People will be able to move to that, and so it opens up Ghana to more than just Accra. So that's amazing. But let me know what you think in the comment section of what I've just shared, what the president has said. Let's talk about it, because I think this is a great initiative if it goes the way it's supposed to go. I think it's a great opportunity for Ghana, but I definitely think there are going to be downsides for sure. I think there are going to be some surprises on the way. Nothing is as clear-cut as what it ever seems to be, so we'll see. But let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm definitely interested in hearing your thoughts. If you are open to doing a one-to-one consultation with me, you can send me an email to dela@multidela.com, and we'll go from there. And that's it. So if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Until next time, I am out. Nutifafa.